Hey, have you ever been hiking before?
No, actually I haven't, but I've always wanted to try it. Have you?
Yeah, I've been hiking a few times. It's a great way to connect with nature and get some exercise. Where are you thinking of going for your first hike?
I'm not quite sure yet. I've heard there are some beautiful trails in the nearby national park. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, it depends on how challenging of a hike you're looking for. There are some easier trails that are great for beginners, with well-marked paths and beautiful scenery. I can look up some options for you if you'd like.
That would be really helpful. I want to start with something not too difficult, just to get a feel for it. I don't have much experience with outdoor activities.
No problem, I completely understand. It's always good to start with an easier trail and gradually work your way up. It's important to be prepared, though. Make sure you have proper hiking shoes, comfortable clothing, and enough water and snacks for the trip.
That's a good point. I'll make sure to pack all the essentials. What about hiking poles? Are they necessary for beginners?
Hiking poles can be quite helpful, especially if the trail is steep or if you have knee or joint issues. They provide extra stability and can reduce the strain on your body. However, they're not absolutely necessary, especially if you're planning a shorter hike.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. What about safety? Are there any precautions I should take?
Safety is definitely a priority when hiking. Before you go, make sure to check the weather forecast and trail conditions. Let someone know where you're going and when you expect to return, especially if you're hiking alone. It's also a good idea to carry a map, a compass, and a whistle in case you get lost or need to attract attention.
That's really helpful advice. I'll definitely take all those precautions. What else should I expect on my first hike?
Well, expect to be surrounded by beautiful scenery and to experience a sense of tranquility. You might encounter wildlife along the way, so it's important to respect their space and not disturb them. It's also a good idea to follow the "leave no trace" principles, which means you should leave the trail exactly as you found it, without leaving any trash behind.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'm really excited to experience the beauty of nature and get some exercise at the same time. Do you have any memorable hiking experiences that you can share?
Oh, definitely. One of my most memorable hikes was when I climbed a mountain and reached the summit. The view from the top was absolutely breathtaking. It was such an amazing feeling of accomplishment. I also love hiking near waterfalls. The sound of rushing water is so soothing.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to have my own memorable experiences. Thanks for all the advice and sharing your experiences. I feel much more prepared and excited about my first hiking trip now.
You're welcome. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time. Just take it at your own pace, enjoy the journey, and take in the beauty of nature. Remember, hiking is not a race, it's about the experience and the connection with the outdoors.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Is there anything specific I should do to prepare physically for the hike?
It's a good idea to start with some light exercises and stretches to prepare your body for the hike. Focus on strengthening your legs and core muscles, as they'll be doing most of the work. Walking or jogging on uneven terrain can also be helpful to get your body accustomed to the movements involved in hiking.
That makes sense. I'll start incorporating those exercises into my routine. Are there any specific tips for navigating the trail? I'm worried about getting lost.
Navigation is an important aspect of hiking. Before you go, make sure to study the trail map and familiarize yourself with any trail markers or signs. If available, download a hiking app or bring a GPS device to track your progress. Pay attention to landmarks along the way, and if you're unsure, don't hesitate to ask fellow hikers or park rangers for help.
That's reassuring to know. I'll definitely take those precautions and be mindful of the trail markers. Do you have any suggestions for capturing the memories of my first hiking trip?
Absolutely. Many hikers enjoy taking photos or videos to capture the beauty of the hike. Consider bringing a lightweight camera or using your smartphone. But remember, it's also important to disconnect and fully immerse yourself in the experience. Take moments to simply enjoy the surroundings without constantly being behind the lens.
I'll make sure to strike a balance between capturing the memories and being present in the moment. Thanks for reminding me of that. Is there anything else I should keep in mind?
One last thing to mention is to be mindful of your impact on the environment. Stay on designated trails to avoid damaging fragile ecosystems, and refrain from picking flowers or disturbing wildlife. It's important to leave nature as undisturbed as possible for others to enjoy.
I completely agree. Preserving the natural beauty for future generations is crucial. I'll be sure to follow those principles and leave no trace behind. I can't wait to embark on my first hiking adventure.
That's the spirit. I'm excited for you. Hiking is a wonderful activity that allows you to reconnect with nature, challenge yourself, and create lasting memories. Just remember to take it slow, enjoy the journey, and embrace the experience. I can't wait to hear all about your first hiking trip.
Thanks for all your guidance and support. I'll definitely share my hiking stories with you. Let's plan another conversation after my adventure.
Absolutely. I'll be eagerly waiting to hear all about it. Have an incredible time on your first hike, and remember, the mountains are calling.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to share all the details with you. I'm really looking forward to it. By the way, do you have any tips for packing for a day hike?
Of course. When it comes to packing for a day hike, it's important to strike a balance between being prepared and not overpacking. Here are a few essentials to consider. First, a sturdy backpack to carry all your supplies. Make sure it's comfortable and has enough room for your essentials. Next, pack enough water to stay hydrated throughout the hike. It's a good idea to bring a reusable water bottle or a hydration bladder. Don't forget to bring some high-energy snacks like trail mix, granola bars, or fresh fruits. They'll provide you with the necessary fuel to keep going. Pack a small first aid kit with essentials like Band-Aids, antiseptic cream, blister pads, and any personal medications you may need. It's also important to bring a map and compass or a GPS device to help you navigate the trail. Depending on the weather and the trail conditions, you may want to pack sunscreen, a hat, sunglasses, and insect repellent. Lastly, bring a lightweight rain jacket or a poncho, even if the weather forecast seems clear. Nature can be unpredictable, and it's better to be prepared for unexpected showers.
That's a comprehensive list. I'll make sure to gather all these items before my hike. Safety and comfort are definitely a priority. Thanks for the tips.
You're welcome. Safety should always be a priority when heading out on a hike. Once you've gathered all your equipment, take some time to familiarize yourself with each item and how to use them if needed. It's always better to be prepared for any situation that might arise.
Absolutely, being prepared is key. I'll take the time to familiarize myself with everything before I set off on my hike. I'm really grateful for all your guidance and advice.
It's my pleasure to help. I'm glad I could assist you in preparing for your first hike. Remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the experience and take in the beauty of nature. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions or if you want to share your hiking adventure afterward.
I definitely will. Thanks again for everything. I can't wait to embark on this new adventure and discover the joys of hiking. Take care and talk to you soon.
You're welcome. Take care as well, and have an incredible time on your first hike. Stay safe, embrace the beauty of the outdoors, and I'll eagerly await your stories. Happy hiking!